Hello, everyone. We will start shortly. Welcome to the Canary Islands pitching event. We're just waiting for a few more people to go in the event. While waiting, it would be great if you can put on the chat box where you're from, and if you have any startup ideas, that would be great. Yes. So we'll be starting in a few minutes. So hello, everyone. Really happy to have everyone here today. Today, StartupBlink is having a special edition of our pitching events, and we will be featuring startups from the Canary Islands. We will also be having a talk from Javier Perez from ProExca, the promotional agency of the Canary Islands, to speak about the Canary Islands startup ecosystem and the benefits of moving there. So before we start, I will also do a bit of introduction. As I said at the beginning, it would be great if you can introduce yourself on the chat, let everyone know where you are and what you're doing and your current projects. Okay. So we're starting soon. As I said, you can introduce yourself, make sure that you send it to all attendees and panelists. After the event, the recording will be sent. Right now, we're also live streaming the event on YouTube. In this event, you will get to know the Canary Island startup ecosystem, and the startup pitchers will also be able to improve their pitch, and everyone will have a chance to give your feedback to the pitchers. Each pitcher will have 4 minutes, and there will be a poll at the end of the event to vote for the winner of the Yes. So first, I would like to do a bit of introduction about StartupBlink and also about the rankings of Spain. So at StartupBlink, we rank 100 countries and 1,000 cities based on their startup ecosystem. So we release a report based on this every year. Recently, on our report, we saw Spain's ranking in general to have a bit of a downward momentum from last year and also from 2019. As per the cities, we do see a bit of a downward momentum, but some really good news from cities like Valencia and Las Palmas and also Sevilla. In particular, for the Canary Islands, the two cities that are ranked on the StartupBlink map, Las Palmas de Gran Canaria was ranked 225th in the world and 5th in Spain. And Santa Cruz de Tenerife was ranked 245th in the world and 6th in Spain. In terms of the top verticals, we saw that Las Palmas overperformed in transportation, social and leisure, e-commerce and e-commerce and retail, while Santa Cruz de Tenerife overperformed in marketing and sales, education, and social and leisure. To talk more about the Gran Canary Islands startup ecosystem, we have Javier, who I will be promoting shortly to talk about the ecosystem. Javier, could you raise your hand? I see you. Thank you. If you have any questions, feel free to put them on the Q&A or on the chat.
Hi, Catherine.
Hi, Javier. How are you?
All right, so far. And you?
Great. Okay.
So I should start or?
Yes, you can start. You can.
Okay, perfect. Sorry. Okay, so I will share my screen. And I think that maybe you will see the screen. Okay, well, thank you very much for the introduction, Catherine, and well, thank you everyone that is behind the screens to stay here today. Well, I'm Javier Perez Solans. I'm project manager at the Inward Investment Department at Proesca. Proesca is the economic promotion agency of the Canary Island government, and we are a public company. Today, I will tell you the best kept secret in the world. Spoiler, that is the Canary Islands. And well, and also I will explain why is that and why you should invest in the Canary Islands and what are the incentives that we have. Well, for those that you never heard about the Canary Islands, we are part of Spain. We are part of the European Union. Our GDP is the 8th in the Spanish economy, and we are more than 2 million inhabitants. Also, we are located in the north of Africa in a strategic location between the routes from Europe to the south, and also from America to Europe and vice versa. Well, many people know us because our climate. Actually, more than 13 million of tourists came every year because our mild climate, even in winter, is a good claim to those people that wants to work comfortable in winter. Also, we have international schools, universities, top hospitals, and medical services. Also, local entertainment, leisure. In short, it's a really place to live and to work. But the Canary Islands is not only good weather and nice beaches. Also, we have industries and sectors that are blooming because of the mix of quality of life, talent, and tax incentives. Those industries are much related with developing technology, such as technology and outsourcing, audiovisual, or biotech that are blooming. But without forgetting also other industries like renewable energies or aeronautical. Also, this is possible because we have R&D centers, and we position ourselves like a natural lab, especially to those activities related with blue economy, clean tech, ports, or astrophysics. The Canary Island is a place where you can test your products. Also, as a digital service, we offer a wide range of service in tourism, video games, software, digital marketing, or sandbox digital also. Well, once you know a little bit more about the Canary Islands and their industries, why should you invest in the Canary Islands? Well, first, because we have a booming ecosystem related with the technology. Second, our quality of life allows you to attract and retain talent from all over the world. The third is because we have an excellent connectivity, not only by air, but also by sea and by fiber. We have different fiber cables, so we have internet. The fourth, if you compare us with other Spanish or European cities, our operational costs are lower. And the fifth, if you're not a EU member, being the Canaries will allow you to access to all the EU market and funds. Going through these points, I would like to show you some data of how the tech ecosystem is growing, and is growing step by step. But well, an example, well, we have more than 1,500 ICT companies. We are growing at 4% annual. Well, the GDP related with the ICT industry is over 1,000 million. So these figures are growing year by year. Also, well, being the Canaries will allow you also to be part of a local community and clusters, from startups to growing business or well-established companies. So you can take part of this community that is growing. Before I mentioned the importance of the talent in the Canary Islands, we have 2 public universities and 3 private universities with engineers degrees. And also we have professional centers where talent can be trained. In fact, the 2 public universities have signed an agreement to promote and to boost the knowledge in artificial intelligence and cloud computing between the universities. So something that we found is that the talent is not only focusing money, but in quality of life. Of course, the salary is important, but nowadays it's not just the only thing that is important for the talent. And in this sense, the Canary Islands, we are very well positioned. We are a place that is safe. We are pro-inclusive. We like everybody. We welcome everybody, and the cost of living is lower if you compare with other bigger cities. Regarding the connectivity, because of the tourism, we are very well connected with all Europe, especially with the UK and Germany, but also with the Scandinavian countries or with West Africa. We have direct flights to Morocco, Senegal, Mauritania, Cape Verde, and also this summer we opened a new route from the Canary Islands to New York. So the distance is not so far. It's important to mention that the Canary Islands, we have the second computer more powerful in Spain. And moreover, we are connected with, as I said before, with several fiber cables that goes from the European Union to America and to Africa. So we are having a full digital connectivity. But also we have another public infrastructures which you can partnership or make collaborations depending your industry. Those are the Institute of Astrophysics or the Institute of Technology or the Institute of the Oceanic Platform that that you can see in this slide. and of course the network of technology parks that we have in the Canary Islands. As I mentioned before, if we compare the operational costs and the cost of living with other European cities, we can see that the Canary Islands is lower. That means that your financing needs can be lower. Sorry if I'm going very fast, but because I have to only 10 minutes, I want to explain everything. Also, as we are part of Spain and therefore the European Union, we have the same standards in taxations, transparency, treats, and financial programs, minimizing your legal risk, especially if you compare with our neighborhood or if you want to use the Canary Islands as a hub or as a platform to work with Africa. As an example of being part of the European Union is that any Canarian company can have access to R&D, digitalization, or green transitions funds that will be over 800,000 million euros. Well, it's a huge amount of money, and it's a huge opportunity to have or to get some part of that funds. Finally, the last of the reasons I want to show you are the tax incentives. Maybe, well, perhaps the best known is the Canarian Special Zone, the SEC. Those companies that meet certain requirements might have a 4% corporate tax. Those requirements are employ 5 people and make an investment of 100,000 euros in fixed assets. And also has to be a new company, and well, the activity has to be within the economic activity permitted by the SEC. Well, it's important to highlight that we are not a tax haven. This incentive is fully approved by the European Commission and the Spanish government, and is something that we don't invent. That exists, and as I say, we are not a tax haven. But also we have other incentives, such as the minimum 45% deductions on R&D and technological innovation expenses. That means that all that expenses related with technology, you can deduct and have a tax credit and deduct from the taxes that you have to pay. And also you can cash back. You have the possibility to cash back those deductions. So that means that the Spanish Treasury will give you back that money, and so you can continue doing that R&D activity. Also, we have, for example, the deduction of 25% on acquisition of fixed assets. Well, and another one, for example, is the 90% tax-based reduction that is with the aim of reinvest in your company. That reinvestment can be in fixed assets or employment or R&D, among others. So, let's see good work and how powerful they are. That means that, for example, you have 100 euros or dollars of benefit before tax. So if you're a SEC company, you will get $96, and you can, as I mentioned before, there is not withholding tax, depending on the country, of course. If there is a double agreement, you will have not pay withholding tax in the dividends. So. And for example, if you spend 100 euros on R&D, you can get 45 euros or dollars on tax credit at minimum. So yeah, and it's the same if you want to get a cashback. If you spend 100 euros and you want a cashback of those spends, you can get 36 dollars or euros. So it's a very powerful tool if you want to continue doing R&D. Another important support is financing. in the Canary Islands. You can find public funding with small grants for R&D projects or participative loans so they can, or you can find private funding as venture capital, as you can see on the presentation. Finally, some islands council offer tailor-made training for those companies that are going to hire a certain number of employees that usually are 10 or more. So, well, what Proesca can do for you? As I said before, we are a public company, and what we do is what you see in the slide, that is give information about tax incentives and grants. We can help you to contact other public administrations or with the technological ecosystem. Also, we can organize trade missions, etc. The idea is to soft landing, to soft the landing of your company in the Canary Islands. As an example, last year we answered more than 250 requests for information, and we helped 38 companies to set up their companies, making more than 40 million euros of investment and near 600 new jobs. The ICT helped to achieve these results. So, well, this is the team. And if you have any doubt or you have more information, please do not hesitate to contact me at the email that is shown here in the slide, invest@markproesca.es. We will be very happy to answer. Well, thank you very much for listening and have a nice day.
Thank you, Javier. Eli here, the CEO of StartupBlink. First of all, we also fixed the problem with the video, so you can try. Hopefully, it can work now. But regardless, really great presentation. So thank you for taking the time. I'm wondering if anyone has any questions for Javier. In the meantime, feel free. I will just reiterate before we're starting the pitching, the pitches from the. From all the we have, if I'm not mistaken, 2 or 3 pitches already lined up straight from Canary Islands. But I will just say that I have visited Canary Islands twice in every winter. I go there every January. It's absolutely the best weather in the world for January. I actually did a surfing lessons in January when it was snowing in Europe. Not to mention so much support from the public sector, from Proesca, from organizations there that are going to do their best. They really appreciate foreign entrepreneurs arriving to Canary Islands, building their startup there. You've seen the massive amount of benefits that this ecosystem allows you to. They really do support you. In addition to that, it's a good ecosystem. Both Las Palmas and Santa Cruz de Tenerife are ranked 6th and 7th in Spain, so they're ranked high. They're in the top 10, and they're leading the top 10. And a lot of things are happening there. So low cost of living, EU. What else can you ask for? If anyone is interested to hear more, you can send Javier an email. You can also, I'm sharing with you link now to Google Forms that will be redirected to Javier as well. So feel free to fill in the form, and we'll try our best to help you out with any question you might have. Taking advantage that Javier is here, if anyone has any questions about the ecosystem of Canary Islands before we move on to the presentations, feel free to either use the Q&A button or the chat. Javier, we actually have a question from Camille, and I don't know if you have the answers, but let's try to do our best to answer over here. So Camille is asking, do I need to be a Canary Island resident to register and run a SEC company, or could I do it as a Swiss resident?
Yes, you must be a resident in the Canary Islands. It doesn't mean that you have your company in the Canary Islands and you live in Switzerland, but the manager has to be in the Canary Islands, and the company has to be set up in the Canary Islands. That means that it has a VAT number, Canarian number.
Okay, that's great.
And also, I would like to answer the Suhail Ahmad about what are the costs for setting up a new company. I was trying to paste an image with the prices, but it's impossible. So maybe if you give me your email or something like that, I will send it to you.
If I'm not mistaken, Javier, also there are specific programs for startups from Africa, especially from South America, that a special accelerator. So there's a lot of activities, and the ecosystem is very welcoming to people that arrive from outside. So that's something that
Yes, we have an accelerator that they are working very good. He has now the 67th edition. And they bring up very good ideas, and they help to develop that ideas and help them very good. Yes.
There is another question from Horacio that is asking, is there an incubator in the Canary Islands? I think currently, from what I know, there is one in Tenerife, Directo. And if I'm not mistaken, there is also Archipelago Next in Las Palmas, a great building, actually one of the most beautiful buildings in Canary Islands, and beautiful locations. I think those are the two main ones, right, Javier? Or do I forget something?
Yes, no, well, there is, yes, incubator, there are those, yes, Director has a mentor day that they do that accelerator, incubator programs and also sometimes they have some funds, but yeah.
People, if you arrive to Canary Islands, it's flooded with digital nomads. You're going to meet a lot of people. Once again, surfing lessons in a great quality and really low cost, and just an amazing place. And especially if you arrive in European winter, you will never go back. It just doesn't make sense anymore. Okay, great. So Javier, thanks a lot. Once again, everyone has the chat Google form where you can leave your details.
Yes.
And great presentation. Thank you, Javier.
Okay, thank you to you, Eli. Have a nice day.
Yes. Excellent. So let me quickly explain to you what we're going to do now. So now it's all about presenting to you a few entrepreneurs from Canary Islands, and also getting a little bit of your help in giving them feedback on their presentations. So we're going to have a few quick presentations from startups in the Canary Islands, and let's try to the idea is that we're a little bit of a collective brain over here, so let's try to help them out. I know that some of you are going to arrive to Canary Islands, so you can start contributing to the ecosystem already now. We'll just try to listen to their presentations. Those are relatively short, if I'm not mistaken, up to 4 minutes, and then give them as much feedback in the chat. Feel free to let them know what they can improve and so on. We're kind of like trying to help whoever is brave enough to do a presentation, give them some valuable feedback that they can take with them. So the first presentation would be from Mastermind, from Andre, that I'm going to promote you, Andre, to the stage in a second. Actually, Catherine, if you can promote Andre, that would be great. Yeah, we'll be starting soon. Hey, Andre, can you hear us?
Hello, Eli. Can you hear me?
Yes. We
Hello,
can. We can also see you. Great. So, Andre, are you currently in Canary Islands or somewhere else?
No, currently I'm in Palma de Mallorca, where I'm based.
Oh.
Project. I am moving soon to the Canary Islands because it's a similar ecosystem, startup ecosystem, and it's an amazing market for our project.
Amazing. So we're gonna quickly have a new startup in Canary Islands soon, moving from one island in Spain to another. So that's absolutely great. So yeah, Andre, take it away. Good luck.
Perfect. Can you see my screen?
We can see your screen, and everyone's going to concentrate to give you the best feedback after. So go for it.
Perfect. Okay. So hello, everybody. My name is Andrzej Jaseniawski. I am from Palma de Mallorca, and I'm here to present my project called Mastermind. So first of all, I live in Spain for a long time, and I've worked in many different sectors such as real estate and construction. And I know myself how difficult it is sometimes to find a valuable professional, a verified professional that I know that will do a great job. So as we know, everything nowadays is moving online, is digitalizing everything. We have Uber for cars, we have eBay for products, all shops you can shop, you can buy everything online, everywhere in the internet. But in Spain, there is no centralized marketplace where you can find a local professional. So this is the idea that I am trying to bring to life, and I have succeeded. So here is Mastermind. This is the most simple way to find a professional, a verified professional for any local service. So how does it work? So first of all, you access Mastermind, you find the service that you need. Let's say, for example, it's gardening. So I need my lawn trimmed. Yes, so lawn care. Let's go to lawn care. Now, Mastermind gives me all the professionals around me that offer this service. So here I have all these professionals with their photos, with the information about them. Let's take this, for example, Mr. James Smith offers such a service. So what we have here is the description, photos of jobs done already completed. Perfect. So then we have all the services, we have the prices per hour, we have everything we need. So for example, let's see, hedge trimming. This is what we need. If I select the service, let's see, give us a second. Perfect. Here, I write in the description what I need, exactly what job needs to be done, and I just send it away to James Smith, and that is how he receives my request, answers me, and we get in contact as soon as possible. So that is it. This is the most simple way to find a professional now. This is pretty much it. Thank you very much for your attention. If you have any questions, please let me know. As I said already, our platform is in 4 languages, which is in English, Spanish, German, and Russian, because as the previous talker already mentioned, the Canary Islands is a very international community. 13% of international people live in the Canary Islands. Therefore, this project is for such people that don't know who to hire. They access Mastermind and they find any professional they might need.
And good one, Andre. Short and to the point. Let me ask you a question that I ask almost everyone that appears here and does the pitching. Let's say when you're doing pitching currently, who are you trying to target? Is it new clients, new users, investors? What's your main, let's say, reason of pitching currently?
Well, currently, obviously, as any young startup, we are looking for investors. We are looking for partners to collaborate with other companies. It is very, very valuable to be part of the startup ecosystem. Obviously, we know that there is already similar projects around the world, such as, for example, Thumbtack, which is a multi-million dollar project in the USA, which has a very similar concept, in Russia as well, in Germany. Investors know that, and this is such a project that might spark their interest to invest. So this is one of the main reasons for me to pitch my project. Obviously, if we're talking about marketing, professionals need to market their projects online. They need to market their services online. So this is a very interesting project for professionals. And also for end users. Everyone, every day, I'm sure that you too, Ellie, you need some service at some point. Today, tomorrow, you need an electrician, a gardener, you need a plumber, anyone. Imagine you don't speak Spanish, you only speak English or German. So you access Mastermind, you find the profession that you need, you sort by languages, you find the professional that speaks your language, you text him, he answers you back, and the job is done. This is the most simple way nowadays to find a professional.
So let me turn to the public, to our audience. Andre is now a talented young man with a lot of energy, looking for investors as well. Do you have any tips for him about how can he improve the presentation, make it better? First of all, you can also use the platform at Mastermind. But do you have any tips for him about how to improve the presentation? What would you do if he has another chance to present to investors? Feel free. We're here to share our feedback, our knowledge. We also want you, the participants, to to participate. So just let us know in the chat if you have any feedback and so on. Please let us know.
I see here that there is a question.
Yeah.
Can I answer it? So Mr. Alan Smith is asking how we make money. So our business model is very simple. We charge our professionals a monthly fee of 30 euros to be on the platform. So as we know, many different platforms with similar concepts, they charge with leads. That is not a viable platform nowadays because leads can be auto-generated, and many people they're disappointed in projects that charge per leads. So we are very simple. We charge our professionals a fixed rate per month. And so Mr. Alan Smith is also asking about customer ratings. Of course, we have also reviews of our professionals. Each clients that have hired a professional, they always leave reviews and ratings about our professionals, which gives trust. Which gives trust to another user that is looking at a profile of a professional.
I'll just tip in because we don't have a lot of time to actually answer the questions, but I think so Alan, thanks a lot for helping us out over here. Really good feedback. I think some of the things over here that Alan is talking about, basically the idea is not to necessarily answer the questions, but those are the missing things according to Alan in the presentation. So basically what Alan is advising in the next when you do a presentation for investors is, of course, investors want to know about their ROI, so include this part as well. And also Howard is also giving an advice that when you do a pitch, if it is geared toward investors, of course, if it is geared toward users, it's not necessary. If it is geared toward investors and this is your primary goal, it's always good to say how much are you trying to raise. Some people are actually avoiding it and they're kind of like saying, okay, if this is interesting, speak with me. But other than that, this is a solid presentation. And what I like the most about your presentation is that you actually gave us a demo. A lot of people are arriving with an idea, and trying to explain an idea. And there's nothing better than someone that already built a platform and it's already up and running. So congratulations on your success. I'm sure you're going to have a lot of fun in Canary Islands. Did you decide on which islands are you going to relocate to, or not yet?
Not yet, but I'm sure that all of the islands are going to be home for me.
Yeah, Las Palmas and Tenerife are both Gran Canaria and Tenerife are amazing islands, but you also have volcanoes in other islands. You're gonna have a lot of fun there, so I'm counting on it. So Andre, good luck. Really thank you for being brave and courageous and sharing your presentation with us. Absolutely great stuff. And in the future, we would love you to come back and share your success with us, the next phases. That's absolutely great. Thank you, Andre.
Eli, thank you so much. Thanks so much, everyone, for the attention. Have a great evening.
Thank you. Thank you for Andre for being the first person that has the courage to pitch. And now we're gonna switch to our second presentation. So Catherine is gonna promote Oscar Garcia to the stage. So Oscar, I'm hoping we can find you and that everything is working.
Hi, how's everyone doing?
Good, everything is absolutely great. So
everyone doing fine?
Yes. So where are you currently located?
So do you want to present myself?
Actually, you can actually share your screen.
Okay.
Oscar, are you currently in the Canary Islands or somewhere else? Where are you currently, where do we find you in the world?
I'm from Madrid, but I've been living here for the past maybe 18 years. So
wow.
I'm more than getting used to living here in Canary Islands.
Wow, in which islands are you currently?
It's been an experience all these years, yeah.
18 years in Canary Islands, that's absolutely great.
I studied here, primary school, secondary school, university, so yeah.
You recommend it for foreigners to arrive, the quality
of
life
course.
And everything?
Not only for the weather, but also the environment, the people, and also the entrepreneurial ecosystem. It's really good. I recommend it.
Great. So yeah, we can see your screen. You're ready to go. You have 4 minutes. The crowd is gonna try to give you just as good feedback as they have given to. I see Chris also has a feedback for you, Andre, in the chat, so you can have a look at it later. And Oscar, good luck. Have a good one.
Thank you. Kiridea started out as a necessity to search for unique products, as a gift, in fact. The thing is that even though maker technologies such as 3D printing or laser cutting and engraving seem to be the best solution, among the general public, we don't really know how or where to find these items. There's not a clear platform open for any kind of user. That's why our solution is based around creating a marketplace where users, the makers, can buy and sell their own creations online through their own virtual shops, regardless of the discipline or technology they decide to use, thus creating a different kind of shopping experience where any client can browse a huge catalog of creators and products, customize them at their will, and receive them in their homes days later, okay? After analyzing the development of this industry in the last 3 years, we've come to discover a huge increase in users doing these kind of activities professionally as a full or part-time job. Pair that with the fact that Spain is internationally known as a maker hub, especially in the 3D printing environment, and we have a little bit of context on why we're setting up this project right now. In fact, despite the kind of awkward reputation it has, the additive manufacturing industry here in Spain raises around $120 million annually alone. Okay, so we have a clear opportunity to enter this industry really early on. If we now take a look at our competitors, the goal of Kirideo is to position itself between those generalist platforms. Here in Spain, we have Wallapop, Vinted, and so on, and those are a little more specific. And this kind of intermediate position ensures us that we can bring those creators generated content from the platform, while also, and this is the important part, appealing to a broader audience that can bring us a lot of revenue for us. Of course, being a digital marketplace, our main source of income comes from commissions by sales via the users, where our own products, our own sales will have a secondary role. And all of the advertising inside and outside the platform will round up the income strategy. The team will have 4 key pieces with me in the executive side, where the development and maintenance of the platform will come from an external contract, and 2 professionals, 1 maker and 1 for marketing, will complete the team organization. The progress until now has been focused mainly on validating the initial hypothesis via an early dropshipping stage, and also the development, firstly, of a prototype and then an alpha version, which is currently finished. All of that, of course, thanks to the many institutions that have accompanied us along the way, such as Recaba, CEO, Mentor Day, which in fact we were the company winner, the winner company of the last acceleration program, and that's a good thing. With all of this information in mind, we have created a course of action where the main focus is minimizing risks. That's why we're going with by-phase development, where the first stage is going to take between 18 and 24 months, with an initial investment not exceeding 30,000 euros. So that's it for me. I leave you here with our website if you want to check out how the platform works or what to expect from a community, and also my personal email in case you have any questions about the project or about the industry. Thank you very much for listening.
Thank you, Oscar. Great presentation. Congrats. Just like we did with Andre, we're gonna turn to our amazing crowd over here and ask for feedback. How can
of
Oscar,
course, I'm eager to hear from you.
Oscar, what are you trying to actually achieve with this presentation? What are you trying to, maybe this is something that we told Andre, we told you, we always need to ask something when we do a presentation. So what are you currently trying to target? Investors, partnerships, what's the
client search is going to go through social media. So these kind of pitches are most targeted to investors, maybe a partner that's a tech partner around here lurking and trying to find a good startup, maybe a co-founder, you know, mainly is investment. I'm not gonna lie. that's the key thing for
So
us.
don't lie, put it
In a
in the
young startup,
presentation.
it's a key thing for us. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Everyone needs investors. By the way, we have on our team as well Omar. Omar is from Canary Islands. He's working in StartupBlink, and he's also, if he has any feedback for you, he would help you out. We'll also look for feedback from the others. So anyone that has feedback in the chat, in the QA, how can we help Oscar to raise investors? He's going to do the same presentation to other investors as well. So let's help him with a little bit of feedback. Omar, you have a little bit of feedback for Oscar. Let us know how can we improve the presentation.
Sure. First of all, I want to congratulate Oscar for his speech.
Thank you.
We know each other from other pitching events. You remember, Oscar? Last week we met at Recaba doing a presentation, and I'm really happy that he touched his pitch deck, touched the main points that have to be shared with an investor, and I really wish that you find these the type of investor that you're looking for. Perhaps you should be aiming for a business angel at this stage, potentially, and focus on the team, focus on the product as well. But I'm glad to see that your presentation was really solid, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you very much.
Omar and
those
I
are kind words.
are always in an opinion that the best thing to do is to pitch. Whenever you can pitch, just pitch, because a lot of us are shy, and that's the worst that can happen. We need to be there practicing and so on. So that's great. So let's see if you have a little bit of feedback from
we have
crowd.
a question from Howard, wasn't there?
I'm gonna have a look. Yes. So Howard is asking you, is it possible to demo the platform? I think I have to say, Howard, this was just like we told Andre that Andre, for example, did a demo, which was absolutely great, but there were a few strategic pieces that were missing. In yours, there were a lot of strategic pieces, but I have a feeling that showing a little bit about what's happening as a user in the platform would have been great. So you don't have to answer it because we actually don't have that much time. We have one more presenter, but in the next presentation, if you can give us a little bit more, let's say, a customer journey, a demo, or whatever,
action,
that would be great. Yeah,
okay,
that would be great. Especially it's 3D printing. You can actually show us really cool
I can
stuff.
bring a product. I have here the company logo. Here.
Ah, nice. You 3D printed it?
That's the first thing we have to print. Okay, this is.
Wow.
This is our logo, cool. Yeah.
3D printing is the best, yeah. Okay, super. That's absolutely great. And Alan is saying again that basically there is one school of thought, not all of them, that in a presentation you also have to say how much do you want to raise. Honestly, I'm in the other school of thought. And by the way, pitching is not science. Usually I say that if anyone is interested, here's my email, let's talk. So you can kind of like understand, because Alan, one of the reasons why you might not want to say how much equity are you giving and for what is it, because it really depends on who is giving the money. If it's a VC,
it's a complex conversation to have.
Right. Yes. So that's but there are some people that think it's better, and you know what? It really depends on the investors. That's great. Great.
I think Howard mailed me, so I will answer you the questions via email if you want. Okay, amazing. So we don't drag this much longer. Okay.
Super, Howard. We're going to share the everyone's emails at the end. Oscar, thanks a lot for.
Thanks to you. It's been an honor to be here.
Same. Keep being successful in Canary Islands.
Thank you very much.
Excellent. Great. So let's see if we have one more presentation, and let's see if we can forward the last one. We should have one more, right, Catherine? If I'm not mistaken.
Yes, we have Lourdes.
Yeah, Lourdes from Gear Translations. Yeah, that's great. So let's see. Yes, it works.
How are you?
Wow, Lourdes, I have to tell you, I was in Canary Islands 1.5 years ago, and I tried to find the best startups in the island. And many people talked about your startup, about Gear Translation, so that's really great. You're currently in Canary Islands or in another place? Where are you currently located? Amazing.
Yes, we're in Tenerife.
How do you find the Canary Islands? Give us a recommendation for the people in the crowd that are thinking about relocating.
Well, I love it. Actually, I'm from Argentina, really. We moved the company here, and our first target used to be either Madrid or Barcelona, as the startup ecosystem there was the one known at that time for us. When I got to know the Canary Islands, I got in love with it, and really, it wasn't about the weather or anything like that. It took me 6 months to go to the first pitch. Because I was really focused on my startup, but the support that I got from the government, all the cost of living here versus other cities in Europe, and also the connectivity it has. So I was able to go to any fair or trade show anywhere in the world in 5 hours, 2 hours, planes going out in and out all the time. So I'm in love with it. We all work remotely anyways, even before COVID. So it's an excellent place to just relax after your full week inside your company. You just go on a stroll by the sea, and then you can come back to your company full time, all the time, as any entrepreneur does.
It's amazing. It's amazing to see so many people from all over the world arriving to Canary Islands. You've heard Javier's presentation, Lords, and that everyone is for it. I shared once again the Google form for anyone who is interested to relocate. Let's make the Canary Islands ecosystems even stronger. And yeah, let's hear a little bit about Gear Translations. That's
okay.
Yeah.
Let me share screen.
Yeah, we can see it.
There it is. Okay, guys, so I'm Lourdes Rivas, and I'm here to introduce you to Gear Translations. We are a software solutions company that accelerates international growth for growth-minded companies. Really, I'm a little bit older than the startups that we have seen until now. We have been in the market for 5 years, so I'm going to give you a little bit of our timeline here. For global companies growing internationally, really communication is the key to success. Today, they face several challenges like users, clients, partners, and teams distributed globally, in and outcoming data streams from remote locations worldwide. They need right, timely, and cross-cultural voice of the customer information to make decisions, to listen to their markets. And there is a proliferation of digital assets in multiple formats across every company, from websites to platforms to apps to digital documents. So we can't forget about the old PDF, PowerPoint-based exchange of information. So how are companies accessing and distributing this critical global data? Our purpose as a company is to be the source of multilingual content and insights for digital companies that think globally. We are a software hub. We offer a software hub to drive global corporate communications. We offer a set of solutions based on natural language processing and machine learning, combined with our deep knowledge of languages to process all corporate digital assets in one place. From translation and localization tools to adapt your content to cultural differences, data mining to understand, classify, and categorize insights from all markets and cultures to make informed decisions, a collaborative project management platform where to co-create cross-company content and digital assets, and a core repository on the cloud to never lose track of your digital assets and the knowledge of the company. So just a quick peek into our solutions. This is our translation platform that integrates with all types of digital assets. This is our keyword extractor that uses machine learning algorithms to identify content domains and extract the keywords associated to that domain. And this is our collaborative all-in-one project management tool where all clients have access to all these tools in our hub every time that they access our platform. They get all this in just one place. Our business model is tested and proven. We have more than 400 enterprise clients in our portfolio right now, and the business model is based on the type of use they make of the whole suite of solutions that we offer once they create a user in our platform. So we have pay-per-use for translations, API access for data mining, and SaaS models for the platforms that they have access to. We are in a big market. This is the big data market, but it's really about multilingual market. All data is becoming multilingual at a fast pace. Almost 40% of internet users speak other languages different from English and Spanish. So that's why communication and digital assets across companies, when they are international, require a hub where to process all those digital assets. This is our timeline. As I said, we have been in the market for quite some time right now. We brought the company from Argentina in 2016 and started our expansion in Spain. We had the first round, investment round in 2017, break even in 2018, second investment round in 2019, and we're going to close 2021 with a revenue of 400K. These are our current investors. We have the support as well as from ENISA. And the investors, actually B-Booster was the first one here in Canary Island. So thanks to their B-Booster Week and Mentor Day, who were also part of our supporters, we are here in the Canary Island. And this is the team. I am the CEO, Andres is the tech lead, Vero in operations, and Federico as a financial officer. We have all of us a huge background in corporate companies, and now we got together into the entrepreneurship world to bring this to our clients. So I'm here for any questions that you have, and of course, available for a demo in the future.
Amazing, absolutely great. So really, really good to see how far did you go. And this was, as you mentioned, a lot of hard work. And not because a lot of people in Canary Islands, the sun is so amazing, and there's so much, the beach is beautiful. So a lot of people lose a lot. I lost a lot of time in Canary Islands, also spending time there. It's really great, Lourdes, that you managed to stay so focused and to grow really a very high quality startup in Canary Islands, and absolutely great. Yeah, let me ask if anyone in the crowd has any feedback on how to make this great presentation better. Do let us know. And,
what I'm looking for right now with this presentation is I would love to have more companies bring up use cases that they are actually going through right now, like while they are scaling their communications in their process of internationalization. So if you have knowledge of, or any company out there, or anybody working at a company that is going through the internationalization process and needs some advice on how to handle content and communications internationally, I would love to hear from them, and we can create a specific use case with them and find the right tools.
So that's absolutely great. Good. So we're just in time. Omar,
yes, I would like to give some feedback to Lourdes. First of all, thanks for finding time to connect with us. I think you're a great example of how you can build a solid startup from scratch in the Canary Islands. It's a great example for those who try to set up a business here, or those who want to set up a business in the future. So thanks for that. And I think it's great how you leverage all the resources, both from a public side and from the private side, to make things happen. So again, thanks for sharing a success case on the startup ecosystem here in the Canary Islands. And I don't really have many things to add. So I hope you get these use cases, and I hope your business grows and you can take it to the next level, which I'm sure it will happen. So thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
So Gear Translations, we have it online, and yeah, if I'm not mistaken, as far as we're concerned, we usually do a vote on a winner, but all those presentations were so good. We're going to share them. We're going to share all those companies in our newsletter. I think all of you are a great inspiration for building a startup in the Canary Islands, and really want to thank you. Catherine, do you have any parting words before we close the event?
So the recording of the event, of course, will be sent with the email after by tomorrow. So you can also view if you weren't able to see all the pitches or the presentation at the beginning. It will also be on YouTube, so we will also send that link. Yeah, so thank you everyone for joining. The form, if you're interested again to move to the Canary Islands, the form is on the chat box. I'm resending it again. Yes. And you can also email us at feedback@startuplink.com if you have any questions.
Great. Thank you all the presenters, Ferq, Javier, for taking the time to present your beautiful startup ecosystem, and we'll be in touch. Really nice to see those pitches and all this energy from those founders. Have a good one. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great evening.
Thank you very much.